We got to talk about the most stunning trade in NBA history in Luka Dončić getting traded to the Los Angeles Lakers for Anthony Davis and a package. So what is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports Style back at it with another video talking some NBA, man. And haven't talked NBA in a bit on the channel, but I have to talk about this trade. I posted a short right when the news broke and trying to process it, and I want to give my full thoughts in this video here. So let's talk about this trade, man. Luka Dončić getting traded for Anthony Davis. Look, the emotions that I first had when I, heard about the trade was I thought that, Shams, who tweeted about it, the reporter, he was hacked. I thought, point blank period, I've seen people get hacked on social media all the time. He got hacked. It's not a real trade. And then I see 6, 7 other NBA reporters, credible and verified reporters, tweet it. And I just refuse to believe it because it's that shocking. I told you, most stunning trade in NBA history. And now that I've had time to process it, let's really think about this. All right, let's start with let's start with the Mavericks side of things here. All right, you are trading away a 25-year-old superstar who took you to the finals last season for a 32-year-old injury-prone all-star. Think about that. 25-year-old Luka Dončić traded for a 32-year-old Anthony Davis. Yes, I know they got a first-round pick and Max Christie. But let's be honest here. That was the worst return you could ever get for a top-5 player like a Luka Dončić. Paul George got way more in a trade. Mikal Bridges went for 5 first-round picks. Like, the list goes on and on. All right, Rudy Gobert went for multiple first-round picks. That was a garbage return that the Dallas Mavericks got. So then you peel back the curtain and you think, okay, something doesn't add up here. Why would the Mavericks do this? Why would they trade their franchise player for AD and a pick, basically? And you start to think that, the Mavericks, and this is from what I'm reading, according to Dallas Mavericks reporters and other NBA reporters, the Mavericks had concerns with Luka Dončić's conditioning issues, which is crazy to me for a guy who just led you to the finals. You're worried about his conditioning. They're worried about his defense. All right, their GM, Nico Harrison, talked about the fact that, defense wins championships and we're getting an all-defensive center here, so he's directly taking shots at Luka. Folks, he's 25. All right? He can get better. Defense is about effort. It's not a skill thing as much, right? As far as offense. So Luka could become a decent defender. And think about another Dallas legend in Dirk Nowitzki, who was never a great defender. He still won the Dallas Mavericks a chip and went to another finals. So you don't need to be this all-world Anthony Davis level defender to be, able to win a championship. So I have no idea why the Mavericks think that. So that part doesn't add up either. And then it's like, okay, did Luka ask out? No, he didn't ask out. In fact, the Mavericks approached the Lakers about Luka. They said, hey, we'll offer you Luka for 80. It wasn't even the Lakers calling them. So that part doesn't add up either. Complete baloney. It really, really stuns me, man, that an NBA team would do this. When you have a top 5 player, you do whatever it is in your power to surround him with talent and win a championship with him. The only way you should lose that player ever is if he requests a trade or if he walks in free agency. Otherwise, you just don't do it. You just don't do it. You don't lose a top 5 player. So the Mavericks, unless there's other stuff that has been reported, some under-the-table stuff that's been going on with Luka, they're out on Luka. That's why this trade happened. It was not Luka. It was the Dallas Mavericks. So, to me, the worst trade in NBA history for a top 5 player. I mean, literally, go look at the Paul George trade that the Thunder had. It will make you sick to your stomach what the Clippers gave up for Paul George. And you'll see, compare that to what the Mavericks got for Luka, it's terrible. So, I vehemently disagree with what Dallas did here. I know it's the easy, more popular answer to say, but folks, there's a reason why if you're the GM of the Dallas Mavericks, By the time the trade goes through, everybody is thinking, hey, the reporter who tweeted out the trade got hacked. That tells you something about the trade that you did. Probably wasn't great. Probably wasn't great. Dallas isn't winning the title this year, even with a Kyrie, AD, Klay Thompson, PJ Washington core. Sorry. So, again, I haven't even talked about the Lakers side of things here, right? The trade just doesn't make sense for either side, but obviously the Lakers come out much better than the Mavericks do because AD's 32, injury prone. Luka's a guy who's got years of his prime left. So, yeah, just an awful trade, man. I cannot believe Mark Cuban, I know he's minority owner, but I cannot believe he let the majority owners sign off on this. Or maybe he didn't have a choice. They told him, shut up, Mark, you're not the majority owner anymore. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, man. But yeah, crazy. Like I said, Dallas will be interesting with AD now in the middle. He'll go back to playing the power forward spot because you don't have to play the 5. You got Gafford there. You got Lively there. And then as far as Lakers, man, you got another ball handler next to LeBron. But neither team, I think, is going to win a championship. That's why this trade doesn't make a lot of sense. But it is what it is. It went through, but I just had to let you guys know my thoughts on it, man. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Let me know what you guys think about that, man. Leave a comment down below with your thoughts as always. Thanks for watching.